Welcome to Nostalgia Revs, revving the engines of the past, one legend at a time.
What if I told you BMW once built a supercar with Lamborghini? That it was so ambitious, it had no racing category left by the time it was finished. And that BMW had to invent an entire race series just to give their car something to do. Sounds crazy, right? Well, you haven't heard the half of it. Stick with us. Because later in this episode, you're going to learn how BMW turned a total disaster into motorsport history and built a car so legendary, it's now considered art. Let's rewind the clock. This is the untold story of the BMW M1. The BMW M1 wasn't just a supercar. It was BMW's first stab at joining the exotic elite. Unveiled in 1978, it became the brand's first, and still only, mid-engined production car. Styled by Giugiaro at Eatle Design, it looked like a stealth wedge from another planet. Angular lines, pop-up headlights, and rear louvers. This thing was the 80s before the 80s even began. Internally known as the E26, the M1 was also the first car to truly wear the iconic motorsport M badge. Before the M3, before the M5, this was the M car that started it all. Only 453 were ever made, and fewer still exist today. That makes it rarer than a Ferrari Daytona, and cooler than most people realize. Please welcome the BMW M1. Underneath that fiberglass skin, engineering poetry, the M1 packed a 3.5-liter inline-six engine, codename M88. It revved to 6,500 RPM and made 277 horsepower. That may not sound like much now, but in 1979, that was full-blown Ferrari territory. It could hit 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 5.6 seconds and top out at 265 kilometers per hour. Fast enough to get you banned in 3 countries or earn applause on the Autobahn. The engine was paired with a ZF 5-speed manual and a limited slip differential. It sat inside a tubular steel frame developed by Dallara. Yes, that Dallara. And handled like a mid-engined dream. It wasn't just fast. It was analog, alive, and sharp enough to outdance anything from Porsche. And it was designed to race. Only, there was one problem. The race it was built for moved on without it. BMW originally built the M1 to compete in Group 4 racing, a category for production-based sports cars. But delays in production meant they couldn't homologate the car in time. By the time they hit the target number, the FIA had shifted focus. Suddenly, the M1 had nowhere to race. So, what did BMW do? They got creative. Enter the Procar Championship, a one-make series where Formula One legends like Niki Lauda and Nelson Piquet raced identical M1s before Grand Prix weekends. It was intense, it was wild, and it finally gave the M1 its moment. Oh, and BMW handed one M1 to Andy Warhol. He painted it by hand in under 30 minutes. That exact car raced at Le Mans in 1979. Today, it's a rolling masterpiece. Other quirks? It used a single center-mounted wiper, visible, not hidden. The rear badge appeared twice, true. And yes, it does have a BMW roundel on the nose, right where you'd expect. And while Warhol kept the iconic BMW roundels front and back, he left off the usual side-mounted M1 badge on the C-pillar. Minimalism? Maybe. Or just Warhol being unpredictable. Back in the day, no one knew what to do with the M1. Too exotic for BMW fans, too German for Ferrari buyers. Dealers had trouble selling them. Some even sat in showrooms for years. But today, it's a whole different story. Finding a clean M1 will cost you upwards of 600,000 euros. Museum-quality examples? Over $1 million. And if it's a Procar or the Warhol art car, don't even bother asking. It's not just rare, it's desirable. And not just because of how it drives, but what it represents. BMW's brief, glorious detour into pure supercar madness.
If that blew your mind, drop a like. And if you think cars like this deserve to be remembered, subscribe to Nostalgia Revs. The stories don't stop here.
Let's rewind to the chaos. BMW Motorsport, led by Jochen Nierpasch, wanted to take on Porsche in Group 5 racing. They partnered with Lamborghini to help build the chassis. But Lamborghini was in serious financial trouble. They missed deadlines, delayed prototypes, and eventually bailed completely. BMW was stuck with 7 half-finished chassis and no backup plan. So they took over. Final assembly was moved to Bauer in Stuttgart, and BMW finished the M1 on their own. But by then, the racing rules had changed again. Group 5 was out. Group 4 was complicated. The M1 had no place to race. So BMW created Procar, a league of its own. It was wild, it was short-lived, and it saved the M1 from becoming a footnote. Time for you to weigh in. Should BMW revive the M1 name? Or is this a legacy best left untouched? Would a modern mid-engine BMW even feel right? And if you could take any version of the M1 for a spin, the road car, a Procar, or the Warhol art car, which one are you grabbing keys for? Or you would go for a different M car completely? Drop your answers in the comments below. We read every single one. And yeah, we might just shout you out next time. If you're a collector, the M1 is a holy grail. It's not the fastest, not the rarest, and not the flashiest. But it's the only BMW that dared to be something else entirely. No other M car looks like it. No other M car comes with as much drama built into the chassis. And no other BMW was literally painted by Andy Warhol. You don't daily drive an M1. You treasure it. You talk about it. And if you're lucky enough to own one, you probably don't sell it. You put it in a garage built like a gallery. Because that's what the M1 really is. Art in motion. The M1 didn't win Le Mans. It didn't break lap records. And it didn't spawn a dynasty. But it did something better. It started one. It laid the foundation for the M division. It proved BMW could take risks, break rules, and build supercars. It was bold, unapologetic, and misunderstood for far too long. The BMW M1 wasn't just ahead of its time. It was the reason time had to catch up. If this car gave you chills, you're in the right place. Subscribe to Nostalgia Revs and relive the machines that changed history. One car, one story, one legend at a time. In the next episode of Nostalgia Revs, a billionaire with a dream, an underground factory beneath an Italian mansion, and a supercar with 4 turbos, all-wheel drive, and more carbon fiber than Formula One. It was over-engineered, overpriced, and nearly forgotten. But it just might be the car that saved Bugatti from the history books. Please welcome the Bugatti EB110. Thanks for watching.